Tatalakayin natin sa video ito ang remainder theorem at factor theorem. The remainder theorem. The remainder theorem states that if a polynomial p of x is divided by x minus c, the remainder r is a constant and is equal to p of c. Maaari nating gamitin ang synthetic division to find the remainder when we divide the polynomial by a certain linear binomial. Pero kung ang gusto lang nating kunin ay ang remainder, we can use the remainder theorem. These steps are: find the value of c from the divisor x minus c, and we can do this by simply equating the binomial to 0. Next step is evaluate p of c by substituting c in the dividend. Ang third step ay optional. Kung gusto nating i-check kung tama o mali ang ating nakuha, we can use synthetic division. One example: what is the remainder when the polynomial negative 4x cubed plus x raised to 5 minus 6x squared minus 10 is divided by x minus 3? To find the remainder using the remainder theorem, we simply find the value of c from the divisor at gamit ang obtained value ng c, we will evaluate the given polynomial. The divisor is x minus 3. We simply equate this to 0. So if x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 3, or the value of c is equal to 3. If c is equal to 3, then p of c or p of 3 is equal to negative 4 times 3 raised to 3 plus 3 raised to 5 minus 6 multiplied to 3 squared minus 10. Always remember to follow the PEMDAS rule in performing the operations. Thus, p of 3 is equal to negative 108 plus 243 minus 54 minus 10. And simplifying that further, we can have p of 3 is equal to 71, or the remainder when we divide the given polynomial by x minus 3 is 71. If we want to check if the answer is correct, we can use synthetic division. In using synthetic division, we need to rearrange first the polynomial na kung saan ang exponent ay dapat nasa descending order. Next is look for missing terms. In this polynomial, kulang ang terms na may x raised to 4 at x raised to 1. We need to insert these terms kung saan ang kanilang numerical coefficient ay 0. And then, get the coefficients which are 1, 0, negative 4, negative 6, 0, negative 10. We are now ready to perform synthetic division using the coefficient of the dividend and the value of c. Bring down the leading coefficient which is equal to 1. Then we multiply 3 times 1, that is equal to 3. 0 plus 3 is equal to positive 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Negative 4 plus 9, that is equal to 5. 3 times 5, that is equal to 15. Negative 6 plus 15 is equal to 9. 3 times 9, that is equal to 27. 0 plus 27 is equal to 27. 3 times 27, that is equal to 81. Negative 10 plus 81, that is equal to 71. Sa synthetic division, ang huling number ang remainder. Kung mapapansin ninyo, parehas ang nakuha nating remainder when we use synthetic division at remainder theorem. Thus, the remainder when the polynomial negative 4x cubed plus x raised to 5 minus 6x squared minus 10 is divided by x minus 3 is 71. Next example, find the remainder when 2x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed plus 5x minus 7 is divided by x plus 2. First is find the value of c, in which the divisor is x plus 2 and we need to equate that to 0. If x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 2. The value of c is equal to negative 2. If c is equal to negative 2, then p of c or p of negative 2 is equal to 2 multiplied to negative 2 raised to 4 minus 3 multiplied to negative 2 raised to 3 plus 5 multiplied to negative 2 minus 7. Simplifying this using the PEMDAS rule, we can obtain p of negative 2 is equal to 39, or the remainder is 39. Verifying the answer using synthetic division, we can also obtain 39 as the remainder. Thus, the remainder when the polynomial 2x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed plus 5x minus 7 is divided by x plus 2 is 39. The factor theorem. The factor theorem states that a polynomial p of x has x minus c as a factor if and only if p of c is equal to 0. In other words, if the remainder is 0, then the divisor x minus c is a factor of the given polynomial. We need to remember the following if we are dealing with the factor theorem. First is we need to use the remainder theorem. If the remainder is 0, then the divisor is a factor of the dividend. However, if the remainder is not equal to 0, then the divisor is not the factor of the dividend. Example, determine whether x plus 5 is a factor of the polynomial x cubed plus 5x squared minus 9x minus 45. In using the remainder theorem, we need to solve first for the value of c using the linear binomial x plus 5, and we can obtain c by equating the binomial to 0. If x plus 5 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 5. Thus, c is equal to negative 5. If c is equal to negative 5, then p of c or p of negative 5 is equal to, using PEMDAS rule, this equation can be simplified as p of negative 5 is equal to 0 plus 0. Thus, p of negative 5 is equal to 0 or the remainder is 0. Kung gusto nating i-check kung tama ba o mali ang 0 na remainder, we can use synthetic division. And upon using synthetic division, ang remainder nga ay 0. Since p of negative 5 is equal to 0 or the remainder is 0, then x minus 5 is a factor of x cubed plus 5x squared minus 9x minus 45. Another example, which of the following is a factor of x squared plus 5x minus 24? Is it x minus 3 or x minus 8 or x plus 8? Unahin natin si x minus 3. If x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 3. Thus, c is equal to 3. Evaluating the polynomial using c is equal to 3, we can have p of 3 is equal to 3 squared plus 5 times 3 minus 24, which can be simplified further as p of 3 is equal to 0. Since p of 3 is equal to 0 or the remainder is 0, then x minus 3 is a factor of x squared plus 5x minus 24. Let's try x minus 8. If x minus 8 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 8. Thus, c is equal to 8. If c is equal to 8, then p of 8 is equal to 76. Since the remainder is 76, then x minus 8 is not a factor of x squared plus 5x minus 24. What about x plus 8? If x plus 8 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 8 or the value of c is equal to negative 8. Since the remainder is 0 or p of negative 8 is equal to 0, then the binomial x plus 8 is a factor of x squared plus 5x minus 24. Therefore, x minus 3 and x plus 8 are factors of x squared plus 5x minus 24, and x minus 8 is not considered as one of its factors. O kayo naman, kayang-kaya nyo to.